Alrighty folks, welcome back for another episode of TechNodeFirmaCraft. Mesos here on the TNFC Territory server, just playing and having some fun. So, first thing today, we're going to give a little bit of an update on bees and trees, and then we're probably going to move on to a more techie thing. So, I have been kind of manually keeping an eye on this for a while. And yeah, these are silver lime, which I think we got our first silver lime sapling at the end of the last video, if I remember right. So that's apple oak plus birch. And these are hill cherry, which are silver lime plus apple oak, I think it is. Now what I want is silver lime plus hill cherry. So I've removed all the birch and all the oak because I kept getting crossbreeds between those, and that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for crossbreeds with these. So we got lots of hill cherries, lots of silver lime, and from that I did actually get one walnut sapling. Unfortunately, if you see the G, the growth is 2 by 2. So I cannot plant the walnut sapling yet. I need 3 more. And it's been a while, and I have not been able to get another one. But I did just reconfigure all this and plant more of the trees I need. So hopefully that'll come more quickly. Alright, the other update on bees, let me just go through and check them here. So this apiary with the automatic reinsertion thing actually got me imperial queens, or imperial bees, and that's the top of the line bee. There's no breeding, there's just production, and these guys make royal jelly. Now, top of the line down one path. Alright, this one I've been trying, kind of working on it actually for a long time. Oh, nice. I've turned off its automation so we can actually go through a little bit and try to get the right stuff. So if I do unweary plus diligent, and this is the first time I've had an unweary princess, by the way. Unweary plus diligent should get us to industrious, and that is the top of the line in a different branch. And oh yeah, by the way, I just figured this out. This says rural and unweary can give you farmerly, and it says 10%. But if you float over it, this particular one says only in a plains biome. Another one I was looking at says only in the nether. So some of that may or may not work in this pack. I don't really know. Okay, so we're going to go with the Unweary Queen Princess and one of these Diligent Drones. I hate to take the time. That's my first. I think that's the second Diligent Princess actually. I hate to take the time, but let's do it. I just want to take a quick look and see if one of these is better than the other. Let's pop you in there. Okay, so yep. Alright, so that one has a slow pollination instead of slowest, so it is slightly better. They will, of course, mutate over time in the apiaries here, so we'll go with that, and we're hoping to get an industrious queen. Now, I don't think it ever changes here. I've never seen that happen. I think when the queen dies and the offspring come out, I think that's where you have a chance of getting the next one. Alright, and I had to make another apiarist chest because I just had too many bees. But the last thing I wanted to do today with bees, whoops, can't get through there right now because of leaves, okay, is to put something new in here. Because right now I just put a noble queen in here because I didn't really have any particular thing to put in here. The bee houses don't mutate. So if you put a noble or a common or whatever in here, you're just going to keep getting the same thing over and over. But it does help the pollination, of course. So what we want to do is we want to make ender pearls. To make ender pearls, we need pulsating mesh in a carpenter, which we have, and actually no oil or anything. That's good. Pulsating mesh takes pulsating propolis, whatever. That takes mysterious combs. Mysterious combs come from ender bees, spectral bees at 50%, or phantasmal bees at 40%. So some of the bees in this pack you can't breed because you need the nether or the end or whatever, and those you actually have crafting recipes for. So the one I want, I think I just went past it, yeah. The one we're going to do is the Ender Queen. I don't think you can make the other ones. Steadfast and Demonic, right? I don't think you can make the other ones on the list we were just looking at. But maybe if you were to, let's go back here and see, can you breed this? Yeah, there we go. So if I breed Ender and Spectral, I can get to Phantasmal. Alright, well anyway, we're going to start with the Ender Queen, Ender Bee, and see where we go from there. Now, the recipe for that, as we just saw, let's just go back there. Nope, drone, princess, queen, where is she? There she is. The recipe for that is Ender Pearls, which obviously we can get pretty easily, and Pitch Blend. Well, as you can see, I have some, but I had no Pitch Blend marked anywhere. And I was like, hey, this is going to be a real problem. Except, I found a uranium vein. Like, right as I was going, okay, how am I going to do this? I found a uranium vein, and now I have all the Pitch Blend and some extra galena here that we're going to need, I think. So the excavator is still doing its job for us, still running around with that core sample drill. In particular, I still haven't found a coal vein. And again, coal, A, because I need coal, and B, because it actually has diamonds and emeralds, a small percent chance, but diamonds and emeralds in it as well. And I didn't grab the queen that I meant to grab. Okay, so I asked, and this one just says queen. It doesn't matter what kind of queen you put in it. These are all the basic, wintry, marshy, whatever. You can pick these up in the world really easily. And it doesn't matter if it's ignoble or pristine, so we're just going to grab one of these little modest ignoble guys and see if we can't make ourselves an Ender Queen and start making Ender Pearls. Let's see where we are. Pitch Blend around there, and I must have it backwards, or it's in the Carpenter. No. Wow, how did I do that? Stop it. Alright, let's look. Ender Queen, shaped crafting, any queen. Queen! I put a princess in, that's the problem. Alright, well, I should have a queen, or I could grab one out of a beehive, of course. Here's a common queen, ignoble. Sure, I don't really need that one. Let's go with that. And that's the wrong button. We want to do this and this again. See, guys, I am totally prepared today. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Kind of. Alright, and just for fun, we're going to beelize you. So, you come out as an Ender Bee. Ender, what do you call it? Just Ender Queen, right? Longer lifespan, slower production, slowest pollination, and that's the problem I'm having with the trees. Almost all of my guys say slowest pollination, and as I expected, flower type is actually end, and that's going to be a bit of an issue. Territory large, interesting. An effect ends. I don't know what that means. Are you still in here? You are. Alright, let's get you out of there and go put you in your beehive, bee house, and then you, whoops, missed. And then you will tell us, hey, we don't have the right flowers nearby, right? Ah! So, okay, we have to make the apiarists thing. Or actually, do we? Okay, so I can get to it without getting stung. So some of the higher level bees, especially like nether bees, and apparently this one will actually sting you, so if you get too close. Okay, so now it says no flowers, right. So it worked for a second, and then it realized, hey, I don't have any flowers. And I believe what it wants is endstone. Now we can't go to the end, so getting endstone, of course, is going to be a bit of a problem. However, let's just put you away. I took a look, and you can't make vanilla endstone, but it looks like Open Computers has its own, and there is a recipe for that. So I need, oh, shoot, I'm going to have to go borrow an ender pearl, because I only have 4 left. I looked at the next step here. Okay, so I need 1 more ender pearl, so I'll have to do that and come back. But we need blocks of chameleon, and that is a bucket, an ultimate bucket of deionized water, aka Minecraft water, and 4 gravel, 3 redstone, and a coal. So I think I have that much. Let's put that together and make sure we got that step done. And I didn't grab the coal. Told you guys I was totally prepared today. Yeah, I little bit unprepared for recording today, but I did want to get one of these in quickly, so I went ahead and started anyway. And as you can see, I'm not quite as prepared as maybe I would be some days. Alright, you, and then 4 gravel. There we go. And then that, oh good, it does give the bucket back. I was going to be mad if it didn't. So that gives us 1, oh I thought it gave us 4. Alright, so I got to do that like 4 more times I guess, because we needed 4 of these if I remember right. Alright, so I got to do that 4 more times, and I need to go get another ender pearl. But then we should be able to make, oh well there's the 4. It makes 4 end stone once you have 4 of those chameleon block things. But alright, let me do that, and then we'll be back after I have that together. We'll see if the bees work. Alright, back, and I think I've got what we need to make our end stone, which hopefully will be recognized by our lovely little ender queen here. So we want to make the end stone, which requires these blocks of chameleon. By the way, if you look at this stuff, oh hey look, if you hit I, you get the in-game wiki, which will give you some information right there. But I also noticed if you hit U, you will actually get a open manual, and it'll take you to the manual page for open blocks and tell you all about it. So it is a shape-shifting material, blah blah blah. So definitely chameleon. So whatever. It also can be placed in the world, and it's very smooth, and it can be dyed. So that might be a building block if you guys want to do something interesting with it. It's a little bit overly smooth maybe, but you could use it some places. Anyway, I was looking through here, and obviously we could like make the white one, or the blue one was kind of nice. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with this. Let's get back to making our end stone, and let's see if we can remember how we were going to do that. We totally don't remember. Oh right, because it's in space stone. Alright, anyway. Yes, 5 and those. So I did go borrow an extra ender pearl from Sim, and hopefully we'll be able to pay him back many times over once we get this going. I think I should be able to put this in the whoops, we're on fast. In the ground here, so it's not like just sticking out and being annoying. But let's put one there and put one here for the time being. I think you need 2 flowers for things to work. Alright, what do you got? No flowers? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's put these 2 down. End. Okay, well, I really expected that to be what the bee needs, but apparently not. So let me go do some experimentation and figure out how to make our Ender Queen happy in the overworld. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, let's try this again. So it turns out, looking at the forestry wiki, that the only thing the Ender Queens will work with are the dragon egg. And of course we can't go to the end to kill the dragon, so the folks here at TechNodeFirmaCraft have given us a recipe to make it. Of course it takes 4 more ender pearls and another ender queen, so that takes again 4 more ender pearls. We didn't have enough, so Sim had 6 more. Yeah, 6 more, so we only needed 2 extra to get our full 8. So I've already made another ender queen. Let's go ahead and do this now, and some obsidian, right? So we should now have enough to make a dragon egg. And these are goofy things in vanilla. You can't pick them up properly once you put them down. You have to do tricks and break blocks with pistons and stuff to get them back. But hopefully, are you? Oh, you need different flowers. Okay, well I was going to tell you about the tropical queen too, but apparently the tropical queen wants some different flowers. We're going to have to look up what she wants and figure that out. Alright, so you go in here. You're mad because you don't have any flowers. I think this should be plenty of range. I took the 4 end stone that I made and just made a little place here for the dragon egg to sit. Bam, dragon egg. Can you see it? Are you happy? Yes, you're happy. Well, you're stinging me, but you're happy. Alright, let's see. Let's take off this because it has durability. But I was just going to say, yeah, it's not too bad. It looks like they're doing vanilla damage. So they're doing like 4 or 5 points per hit, so it's not exactly going to kill us, but it's kind of annoying. Alright, but anyway, she should start finally. Wow. How far do you have to be away? That's annoying. She should start finally making us some stuff so we can make end pearls, but if she's going to be stinging all the time, I may want to move her somewhere else. So then, efficiency. That's far. Okay, so efficiency. The alveary, the big multi-block one, is 100%. This is 25% efficient, and those with all three frames in them are 70% efficient. But without frames, they're only 10% of the alveary's efficiency. What are we doing over here? Oh, right, I took a forest and we're going to breed him up to do some stuff. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a little time off camera here. Alright, unweary and cultivated, right? Right? You know, I keep saying to myself, I'm not going to do this. No, I need diligent. So I need to go get a different one for this again. I keep saying I'm not going to do that much with bees, and then I keep doing more with bees. So I don't know, whatever. We're going to get off of this pretty darn soon. But I thought I'd show you my little stick maker here, or frame maker, because frames don't stack. And you have to do, you know, all 9 crafting grid pieces. It's kind of a pain to make. So I made the production table and I upgraded it with the auto crafter, which then means it, and the extra storage, of course. And that means it needs power, so we throw a little bit of charcoal in here. And then every time I pick up a untreated frame, whoops, well, it's already, oh, there it goes. It's making one, and then there's this little output slot. So when I pick up the next one, that'll pop out, and we just have all the untreated frames we could ever want, sort of. Takes a lot of sticks, but that's okay. Alright, so the next thing I was going to say, and I'm not going to, well, we can't yet do this right now, but the stinging bees, well, I think in vanilla they might kill you. Probably not going to kill us here, but they are quite annoying. So the way to deal with that is with tropical queens. Tropical bees, I should say, in general. Flower type jungle. I'm guessing vines, but I guessed wrong before, so we'll check that out. Anyway, what we want to do is make the apiar. Come on, type right. Apiarist's outfit. And if you put this on, then the bees won't sting you anymore. And to get that, we need woven silk. To get woven silk, we need silk wisp. To get silk wisp, we need silky propolis. To get silky propolis, we need silky combs. To get silky combs, we need tropical queens. You can also get it more often from exotic or I don't even know how to say those. Exotic and a couple of others. Oh, you can make eggs. Well, that's interesting. But you have to breed these up. So, for instance, the exotic, I think, is actually, yeah, tropical and austere. And I don't know what austere is. 8% requires temperature between hot and hellish. Requires arid humidity. So you probably can't. I bet that's a craftable one. All right, whatever. We're gonna stop talking about. I swear I'm gonna stop talking about bees. Now we talk about trees. All right, I noticed one leaf up here. Let's go check out our one leaf. And remember, again, I've got the spectacles on, so it makes the leaves very different colors. We can see it. Come on. Nope. Silver lime? Yep, silver lime again. I think it's only like 10% chance to get the walnut mutation. And it's taking its sweet time in doing so. But I don't see any more over here right now. I'm going to have to go check and see the recording. I really meant to go do something completely different today, but got completely stuck on bees and trying to get that end queen working. So that took, not including the 5 that I messed up on to make the end stone, that took 4 for each end queen, ender queen bee, so that's 8, and then 4 more for the dragon egg. So you need 12 ender pearls before you can make that. And then you can start making your own ender pearls. The question is, how fast, or more likely, how slow will it be? And will we be able to make a decent amount of ender pearls out of this, or am I going to have to get into aviaries? Those are aviaries. Alvearies. That's the next step up, I guess. We'll see. We shall see. But let me take a break and see how much we've done with bees, and if I can fit a little something else in here for you guys today, or if that's going to be the end of the episode. Be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back, and if I remember, I'm going to call this the totally not about bees and trees episode, because I got more bees and trees to talk to you guys about. We're definitely going to start the next episode with a bang. It'll be much not bees and trees, for absolute sure. But things have happened while I was playing and not recording here. So we have our very first plum sapling, which is lemon tree and hill cherry. So let's give him some juice. Bam! Plum tree. Looks very much like the lemon tree to me, but there you go. And I think plums have more juice or plant oil or whatever in them than a lemon. So this is like the higher tier tree than that. I wanted to show a thing, but let's wait a second. So we also got, I kid you not, 3 walnut saplings in a row. And then I got like 3 more silver limes and some other stuff. But this should be what we need to grow our walnut tree. And I think you can bone meal this. Let's find out. I don't know if it has to be bone mealed on a particular side, or it just has a certain chance. There should be plenty of room here for it. Alright, let's just... No? There we go. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a big tree. Whew. Well, it's not that big, actually. I mean, it's 2 by 2, and the leaves come out 3, so it's pretty wide, but it's not really all that tall or anything. I thought that was going to be bigger than this. Oh, hi, Mickey. In my face. Alright, so that's cool. So, the first thing I want to do is, before we let it go off and breed with these, and we want this guy to breed with the hill cherries there, and that should give us our chestnut tree, finally, after all this time, which is what we were trying to do in the first place. Now, all that said, I don't even know if I can use the chestnut tree for much, for the seed oil and stuff, but we'll find out. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is use the grafter to get 1, 2, 3. Oh, dang it, I just did it. 3 walnut saplings, and what I meant to do is to do 2 of them and then say, see, it's on 0 of 4, but we'll get a sapling anyway. So I don't know if they changed it, if they fixed that in some episode, some version of forestry or whatever, but even when it says 0 of 4, it appears like now you can use up that last use, and you are guaranteed to get a sapling. At least I've gotten one every single time I've tried it. So there you go with that. What else is going on? Excuse me, voice. Yes, tropical. Tropical bees require... Let's put you back over here. Basically, I'm just making tropical drones and possibly more tropical princesses by running these guys through a bee house where they can't mutate. These guys require either vines or ferns. Now, I put some of these hay-scented ferns down, and it didn't seem to go, but these guys have 2 growth stages, so it might have been that, or I also put down silvervine creepers. And after I put that down, a few seconds after I put those down, it actually started working. So I'm not sure which one did it, but yes, the plant megapack stuff does work. I'm guessing it's these ferns when they grew up, but I'm not really sure. Alright, so you might notice this has a little green poison cloud coming out of it. Yes, these are some evil little bees, and they will poison you if you stand around here too long. Fortunately, okay, lasts for 30 seconds, but it does 1 point of damage each tick. And in TFC, you've got 1,000 plus health, so that's not really a big deal. The other thing I did check is it does not do durability damage to your armor. Neither does the Ender Bee. So here we go. Get ready for lots of ticks. Tick, 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 tick. Yes. Okay. So now I'm getting ticked all over the place. I'm getting ticked off. Alright, but we're not doing any durability damage, and we're not taking any significant amount of damage, so it's not that big a deal. Okay, so our Ender Queen is doing the thing. We've got 18 mysterious combs now. And oh, by the way, you can't even find mysterious combs in NEI. I just was looking them up to see what you could do with them, and you can't find them in there. Anyway, we might now have enough. I think we need 25. But let's throw these guys in here, and we'll get rid of some of this. What? There's a snow. Oh, right, because the wintry bees give you snowballs. Let's throw that there. And I'm basically just throwing all this stuff in here for the moment. Not the fertilizer, that goes back upstairs along with the walnut saplings and the grafter. Okay, so you're gonna take a couple minutes, but we're getting the propolis out of here. 1 per. Oh, it's not 100%. We didn't get one on that last one. Bummer. Says it's 100%. It's like this one says 40%. This one doesn't. So I assumed it would be 100%. Maybe it was just a multiplayer sync bug or something. So what do we do with these? We put those in an X grid, and we get pulsating mesh, and then we put those in a plus grid in the carpenter without anything, and we get ender pearls. Alright, so we need 5 of these to make 1 mesh, and then it's going to take 5 mesh to make an ender pearl. So yes, we need 25 pulsating propolis in order to get our first ender pearl from bees, which is new and something completely different for me, actually doing bees and getting some sort of useful reward out of it. Alright, so there's 3. We can put you in the carpenter, and we'll just put this in like that, and says, hey, that's how you make it, and we'll just start putting pulsating mesh in there, and eventually get to that point. But we're going to have to give that a little more time. Right now, I think that's about it. So we're going to let you mutate, and hopefully get our chestnut tree. Oh yeah, so remember I said I got these Imperial guys, and I was having, it just happened pretty much. I gave it a little coaxing, but pretty much just happened with this automatic, whoops, this way, rotatey thing. I've got 3 different hives now working on trying to get the industrious ones. Because remember, it's unweary and diligent, but this diligent queen is going to output something. It could go back to cultivated again. Yeah, I've been to cultivated and then up to diligent and then back down to cultivated. Okay, we got an unweary queen here. That's good. And what do we got here? See, we're back to cultivated. So it's probably, cultivated diligent, but I'll have to look and see what the best we can do there is. I am having the darndest time getting this stupid thing up to industrious. And as soon as I do, I'm going to stick them in bee houses and just let them cook for a while and let us get a whole bunch of drones and stuff. But oh wait, I thought you were needing frames. You don't take frames. Huh, my bad. And there's the poison again. Yay! Stupid bees. Alright, well, like I said, this is the totally not about bees episode where I had intended to do 5 minutes on bees and then move on to the next thing. And that just didn't happen. So, lots of bees and trees in this one. Hopefully. High five. Oh! You don't have the boots on, do you? Oops. I'm sorry. I thought she had free runners, because, you know, with the free runners that wouldn't hurt. Without free runners, yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh, now I have to go bake her a cake or something, make her something nice. Anyway, that's it for this episode, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you back in the next one. I'll catch you later.